I'm joined here by Hiroki Sato, Managing Executive Officer and Chief Global Partnership Officer of Jera. Mr. Sato was one of the panelists on the LNG panel that took place on the first day of the Energy Intelligence Forum. It's a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Sato. Could you first tell us what are the key challenges, in your view, which are facing the LNG industry?
Good morning, Clara. Thank you for last night. You are excellent moderator. And response to your question today, I'd like to pick up several points. What is the key challenge for the energy market after COVID-19? Of course, towards the future, the Asian market will lead the growth of the demand globally, definitely. But I mean that the Asian market is a key. But as I told you last night, the volume-wise, Asian market is the biggest. But the market system is very premature compared to other global markets such as North America or Europe. So what is premature? I think that the lack of the index, LNG index. So I think this timing is a good opportunity to think about how we introduce LNG market index, very transparent market index into Asia or into Japan. This is a key challenger, right. I think.
I know you have been a key advocate for an Asian price index for the region. What are the key challenges which are still facing the industry to have such an index to reflect the supply and demand balances of the Asian market?
Nowadays, the JKM already got a reputation in the market. So JKM is should be one of the part of the new index, which I thought. And but on the other hand, as you know, that the METI regularly announce the market price information, and the Ministry of Finance issue the custom cleared price into Japan. So utilize such kind of the several information, I think that some authorized entity should announce an issue regularly with very transparent basis. So I think that the JKM is one of the part of the new index portion. This is my personal view.
Yeah. But do you think the industry is still many years away from having such a price index?
Yes, we cannot achieve tomorrow, or we cannot achieve next month or next year. It takes time. In the case of UK, that the time to introduce NBP, it took 10 more years, more than 10 years. Right. So I think that toward 2030, this is the appropriate timing to start such kind of discussion. It takes time.
Okay, another 10 more years.
We need several years more, but without such kind of the discussion, we cannot start. We should start now.
And I understand that Jera has just announced yesterday its plan to achieve virtually zero carbon emissions by 2050, which is a big announcement for Jera. So could you tell us more about it and whether carbon neutral LNG would become a key part of that?
Carbon neutral energy, the definition of carbon neutral energy is based on some kind of the carbon credit, right?
Yes.
So this is, for example, that the spot price cargo plus additional value. This is a carbon credit value, right? So I think that towards the future, such kind of a mechanism or items should be necessary. It should be part of the carbon neutral world. But we, Jera, is a power producer. So we try to minimize the emission from our business inside Japan or outside Japan. Okay, so that's why we introduce several countermeasures. Of course, introducing the renewable energy is one of the part of the solution. In addition to that, how to utilize our existing facilities such as coal-fired, oil-fired, gas-fired power station together with zero-emission fuel such as ammonia or hydrogen. So 100% ammonia fuel for the thermal power station, this means that the zero-emission thermal. So thermal equal fossil equal emission. This is no more. Thermal, but zero emission fuel equal zero emission thermal. No need to call coal fire, oil fire, gas fire. We just try to seek for the zero emission thermal, ZET. Okay?
Right.
So as a power producer, our concern is how to minimize the emission from our business. And of course, CCUS or carbon neutral energy transaction should contribute to enhance decarbonization. So of course, such kind of the mechanism is one of the scope for us, but not at the initial stage. First stage, we try to kick out the inefficient thermal power plant. We call it supercritical coal-fired. We kicked out before 2030, and we try to introduce zero-emission fuels such as ammonia or hydrogen. On the other hand, we try to expand our renewable business such as solar or offshore wind.
Right.
So all mix is very necessary to achieve the zero emission. And return to your question, carbon neutral cargo is one of the solutions. But for Jera, that is still one of the solutions, not the main target.
Understand. What about new coal-fired plants, the supercritical technology? Will Jera still be building those coal-fired plants based on?
We already started to construct the 3 ultra supercritical coal-fired stations together with the government or some concerned authorities' approval. But even for such supercritical coal-fired station, we try to introduce ammonia.
Right.
Okay. From now on, from today, it is very challenging to apply, to start to construct the new coal-fired, even if it's based on supercritical, ultra supercritical.
Right.
But we currently already have the USC, ultra supercritical coal-fired. But I think that towards the decarbonization, the mitigation, how to minimize the transition cost to the goal, this is also very important factors, especially in Asia, because the affordability for the customer is very important. This is a little bit different from European or US mature market, developed market. So we should smartly utilize the existing facility towards the decarbonization goal.
Right. Thank you.
So
which country will be a good exporter of ammonia and hydrogen to Japan?
There are several approaches to Jera, and I cannot identify the specific countries, but some Australia is one of the potential supply source for ammonia or hydrogen. Or some other energy producing country as well.
What about like the Middle East? Like, because recently there was a cargo from Saudi Arabia to Japan.
That's right. That's right.
That is also one of the potential sources.
That's right.
And looking forward, are there any key events that you are watching out for in the coming months, which you think that it will have a very strong impact on the LNG industry?
As a very diplomatic answer, U.S. presidential election on November 3rd. But personally, as I told you yesterday, the key issue is 4 factors in LNG business: U.S. production capacity, Qatar expansion schedule, and European underground storage capacity expansion together with Ukraine. And international oil companies such as Shell, BP, Total, Chevron, they are handling volume, equity volume, which means, in other words, trading volume. All these 4 factors, coincidentally, the figure is almost same, 100 million ton. So there are 4 100 million ton volume, but how to link with the emerging market in Asia, growing market in Asia. How to link these four factors. This is the key. So this linkage, I don't know which part will link deeply to the Asian growth, but such kind of linkage will show the direction of our industry toward the future.
Right. Can I just ask one more question, please? So different suppliers, they have different competitive edge. Like the US LNG offers a lot of flexibility in destination, so which is very important for, say, consumers like Jera, which wants to optimize its portfolio. Whereas some suppliers are trying to offer very competitive prices to attract buyers like Jera. So in your view, following COVID, what are the key lessons you have learned in procurement? Which are the more, has COVID actually confirmed your beliefs in certain prerequisites for LNG procurement in the future, which are very important?
I think it depends on each company's corporate strategy. Jera, we try to be a portfolio player globally. So we should have two caps, buyer and sellers. In such case, we need some competitive price plus flexibility without destination restriction.
Right.
But it depends. For example, Chinese player, their demand is obviously growing, or Taiwan as well. In such market, their priority is the price. They don't need to divert the cargo. They can take as much as they can. So it depends on the market situation. The priority should be changed. But the bottom line is how to establish such kind of the portfolio of our procurement. Portfolio means the supply sources, price indices, or delivery mode is a DES or FOB, or long-term, short-term, mid-term spot. So many factors to make the portfolio. So the portfolio approach should be very smart approach, I think.
Right. So both are important.
No win, no lose. Always neutral. This is very important to survive after COVID-19 world.
Okay. Thank you very much for your interesting insights, Mr. Sato. It has been great talking to you. Please enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you. See you again.
Good day. Good day.
Good day.
Thank you. And stay safe.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.